It's all well and good, but who's Georgia gonna play?
You are Locked On Bulldogs, your daily podcast on the Georgia Bulldogs. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
This is Locked On Bulldogs, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team each and every day. He is Daniel. I'm Clint. Together, we are Locked On Bulldogs, your number one source for all things UGA football, basketball related. LockedOnBulldogs.supercast.com to get inside the all access with Daniel and I, text messaging, newsletters, and a whole lot more, ad-free episodes. But if you're not going to do that, you get a free podcast straight to you over on YouTube. Glad you're here. We're talking about them bowls. We have a strict bowl policy on this podcast. Strict
Go ahead.
Bowl policy.
Inform the people.
If it cannot fit into a vessel that I call a bowl, it is not a bowl. And you can call it what you will, but it is not a bowl. So a carrier cannot fit into a bowl.
No, think of the size of the bowl that would be required.
It doesn't make any sense.
Put a tractor trailer into it. You can't do it. Oranges, on the other hand, go right into a bowl. Sugar, you put it right into a bowl. You understand?
New Orleans can't fit into a bowl. Although it is in the decompressed earth as a bowl, I suppose that's that.
That's true. Geographically speaking.
So Daniel and I are going to be breaking down every single bowl game. We're going to be looking ahead to this weekend. We have some very, 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 very important matchups. Some people are in matchups happening right now, and other people are in non-important games talking about what in the world to do with a coaching staff and who may or may not leave and how many millions it's going to take to retain players.
Yeah.
So
we're instead talking about the bye week that we have before we play our first college football playoff game and our top 25 basketball team. Those are the things that we'll have to find a way to talk about those things. So
we can keep talking about this.
Start. Today's gonna be all about official predictions. We're gonna go through bowl games. We're gonna break things down, give our official takes. So you might want to have the FanDuel account open. Just
have it open.
FYI. But let's start with the most important game of the weekend. It happens on Saturday afternoon. It happens in Oxford, Mississippi. And it is Tulane against Ole Miss. Now, if you missed yesterday's episode, we break this game down. If you missed 2 days ago's episode, we talk about Trinidad Chambliss quite a bit. Yesterday, we break this game down. We go in depth on Tulane, their strengths, their weaknesses, how we feel like they match up. But we stopped short, Clint, not with anybody's wife. We didn't stop short in that regard. That is not our move, just so we're clear.
Hey, just so you're clear, I will take any license plate. I won't take that license plate.
That's not our move. But we did stop short of giving an official prediction. So let's do that now. Tulane you can still find on FanDuel, you can make every moment more, 17.5-point dog in this game. Over under sitting at 56.5. So, official predictions, what we think is going to happen in this game. And let me just, before we get into it, dispel any notion that anyone might have.
This is important.
You should be cheering for Tulane. Okay? I don't care about anything. Playing a less talented team would be better than playing a more talented team. Playing a team with fewer elite players would be better than playing a team with more elite players. So, as a Georgia fan, unequivocally, we will all be cheering for Tulane. That's not a cowardly move. That's just simply smart. It's logical. Like, that's what we will be doing. We don't want this path possible to prove once and for all we're the greatest college football team to ever exist. No. We want to win.
I want to win
games.
Guys. Come on.
So we're cheering for Tulane. Now, I ask you, Clint.
Yeah.
does Tulane have a shot to win this game against Ole Miss on the road in Oxford Saturday afternoon? How do you feel like it's going to go down?
Look, you want to just say the typical answer, right? That it's college football. Any given Saturday, in this case, any given Saturday, somebody can win. I get it. I understand.
Sure.
However, y'all, can we just? The chances are so slim.
It would take a lot.
But I'm here to tell you, it's not impossible.
Okay, here we are.
It's not impossible, and I'm not trying to be the guy that's calling for the upset. Heaven forbid me doing that. But I am saying that if you look at the matchup, if you look at Tulane, the first game, the first go-around they had, even last year, if you look at some of the underdog teams, in or lower ranked teams, 17.5 is right around SMU, Penn State, SMU 10, Penn State 38. That game, this game, Ole Miss Tulane could look like that. Indiana got not blown out, but loses by 10. Even the second round, Ohio State takes it to Oregon, the eventual national championship winning team in Ohio State. Boise State, 31-14. Lesser teams have a chance to lose by a lot in college football play.
Yeah.
But the problem with that notion is the teams I just listed and the matchups I just listed do not have what Ole Miss Tulane has. 17.5. By the way, I have a lock in this game.
We always got a lock.
We locking up. That 17.5 that you're going to give me for Tulane, I will take those points.
He wants the points.
Give me all the points. I think this game's a little closer than people are imagining. Clearly, I'm taking the 17.5. I'm saying Tulane will cover. We'll take that and cover, no problem. Because this matchup is not on paper. Lane's gone. He was the best thing Ole Miss had. I know Trinidad Chambliss is there. There's talk and communication of him leaving. That's a distraction. Lacey is a very, very good running back. Go ahead and run all day long. I'm fine with that because Tulane's got a pretty stout defensive line and defensive front seven. Back end's not so good. So, Daniel, there is a world in which Tulane wins this game. Not a high percentage chance, but still nonetheless higher than some people are giving it. And I'm going to take the points, and I'm banking them on Tulane. Do you have a lock in this game?
I will say I bet Tulane plus 17.5 as a principal.
It's a good principle.
I did. Here's why I'm not locking that up. Because home teams in the college football playoff, I don't think can be understated. The home field advantage is significant in these games. These are electric atmospheres, right? And so
they are.
The atmosphere is going to be everybody in full throat, everybody completely and totally bought in. I think the atmosphere is going to be big.
Okay. For the 60,000 that are in attendance.
Yeah. It's not I didn't say the stadium was going to be big. It's not Kyle Field.
Okay.
They're not, but they might have as good of a DJ as Kyle Field does to simulate crowd noise. To pipe in crowd noise.
You're such a small person, Texas A&M.
You mispronounced cult.
Sorry.
Yep. You're such a cult. I'm not going to lock up 17.5 because I think this game could get away from Tulane. I think the wheels could fall off.
Just like it did in the fourth quarter. Again, the game was closer than it was fourth quarter, and all of a sudden it looks real bad real quick.
So what if I locked up Tulane first half plus 10?
I find this great.
Give me Tulane first half plus 10. That's my lock in this game.
It's great lock.
I've bet both. I have bets on both. But the one I feel the most comfortable with is that Tulane's going to have a good game plan. And I'm here I'm willing to pay to see if there's not a Lane Kiffin drop-off. I'm willing to spend money to see if there's a little bit of an adjustment period that's necessary for this Ole Miss coaching staff. Now, maybe by the fourth quarter, they get that thing figured out. And they end up winning this game by 28 points. But that doesn't mean that at halftime it's not going to be a one-score game.
Come on.
And so give me like a 17-10 halftime score in favor of the home team potentially. I like Tulane in the first half. I'll take the points. But yes, I agree with you. Georgia's going to play Ole Miss. Georgia's matching up against Ole Miss.
Yeah.
I see no world, I'll just say it. I see no world in which Tulane wins this game. I don't care how bad it is without Lane Kiffin.
It's going to be real interesting, real bad. Lane Kiffin is a huge, huge loss for Ole Miss. Clearly their biggest loss the entire time. Daniel, it's okay. It's okay, Daniel. I finished your statements.
Where people are even talking about it. All right, we got more bowls, college football playoff games that we're going to talk about. But first, these.
And these are, in fact, Rocket Money. Daniel, Rocket Money is fantastic. Ever feel like your money just disappears? It happens fast. A few subscriptions here and there, bank accounts didn't know. Rocket Money helps you find clarity, track every dollar, stay in control of your finances. Managing money shouldn't feel like a second job. Guess what? Rocket Money does the heavy lifting for you, bill alerts, and sending notifications to you to keep on track of everything, even small to big purchases. It's really, really great. Take control of your finances. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/lockedon today. That's rocketmoney.com/lockedon. rocketmoney.com/lockedon. But that's not all, Daniel. Fine folks over at Georgia Access have you covered. Georgia Access is fantastic if your or your family's health needs have changed. And if it hasn't recently, Georgia Access is our state's marketplace for Georgians to compare, apply, and enroll in health insurance plans that offer the best value for their individual needs. Open enrollment is happening now. Visit georgiaaccess.gov today. Georgia Access, health insurance for Georgia by Georgia. Daniel, you were too cowardly to take Tulane at the end of the game because you think there's a drop-off, which, again, I get it. I understand. But you all threw a fit, Ole Miss, like a girl's 13-year-old birthday party, and she didn't get the gift she wanted, and she lost it on you from a privileged family that said, I wanted a bigger pony. I wanted the snozberries to taste more like snozberries, and they did not, and so I will throw a fit in front of God and everybody because you thought he was the best coach. Now, you don't have that best coach because you threw such – but why should I not anticipate that you won't perform as great? I just don't understand the logic, Ole Miss fan. But I digress. There are other
bowl games. Friday night. Let's go to Friday night, Clint.
Here we go, Daniel.
Let's go to Norman, Oklahoma on Friday night.
Is there something happening in Norman?
The wrong team was favored earlier in the week. Alabama opened as the favorite, and then the money started coming in, and now it's Oklahoma that you have to lay 1.5 with if you want to take them. It has. But at time of recording, Oklahoma, a slight favorite in this game.
They are.
Here's my advice to you. If you want to bet on this game, take the money line. Just pick the team
that you
think is going to win the game.
There it is. And
then bet on them. So, Clint, I ask you, who do you think is going to win the game on Friday night in Norman, Oklahoma?
Can I tell you that Big Ten fan is the winner of this game? Let me just tell you right now.
We mentioned this earlier, yeah.
Big Ten fan is going to be all up in arms talking about these are the two best teams that you could play SEC. We could take this schedule.
And you're not wrong.
You're not wrong. I have a lock in this game.
Okay, I do as well.
Can I just...
Yep.
They're not going to sniff. One team is not going to sniff 20 points in this game.
Yes, that is technically true.
Okay.
It's misleading, but it's technically true.
The under is 41.5. That's a low number. Can I just tell you all right now? That's a 22-20 game. You're done with two college football playoff caliber SEC teams. Take the under right now.
You said one team's not going to reach 20 points in this game. It is technically true because both teams are not going to reach 20 points in this game.
I was just saying, not even one.
Okay, I see. That's why I was like, it's a misleading statement because it implies that one team is going to reach 20
I'm not going to go ahead and say, Alabama's going to get 20. No. What I'm saying is Not even
17-14.
Yeah, thank you.
17-10.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
13-9.
Now you're talking 13-9, 14-9, a couple of touchdowns, maybe another interception return, but lock up the under.
I'm locking up Oklahoma on the money line. What have we said all year, Clint? What have we said all year? What do you need to do? Do you need to be the best team in college football all throughout the season? Is that what you need to do?
No.
Do you need to put together an immaculate resume that's pristine and has no blemishes on it, has no bad losses on it? No. What do you need to do, Clint? There's two things. There's two recipes to winning a national championship. You got to make the playoff, and you got to be hot at the right time. Let me simply ask you, could any team in this bracket be less hot than Alabama? Any team in the bracket, could they be colder than the Crimson Tide are right now?
What they have. Questions of the health of the quarterback.
The
Questions
whole team.
of the health of the run. I know the running back. Questions on offensive line. Questions on defensive line. Question on the head coach. Dispelled them. Michigan not. They're still out there. There's still questions. It's still a madhouse. Question on reliability of wide receivers. Question on type. I mean, the number of unknowns that Alabama has right now and the poor performance. Again, Ty Simpson. You quit on your team by sliding instead of even trying to throw it out of bounds. That's how much we were in your head. Alabama is the arrows are pointing in the wrong direction for them to win and cover in this game. It's looking real bad.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, but you look at R. Mason Thomas, who didn't play in the first meeting, by the way, is going to be back for Oklahoma in this game.
Oh, that's interesting.
You look at John Mateer. This is the biggest time off he's had. Remember, he had surgery on his hand earlier this year. Now, he's been bad.
His head was open.
They just right open on the – that's not accurate, by the way.
No, it's not accurate.
He had surgery on his hand earlier this year. This is the longest layoff he's had to get healthy. Oklahoma is getting healthier. Alabama's getting less healthy. Alabama is the coldest team in college football.
Not even close.
If you're betting on Alabama in this game, you are betting on the word Alabama. That's it.
Or if I may, because I'm not locking this game up, Daniel, with a winner. I'm locking up only the under. The reason that you would go elsewhere is because it's Brent Venables. That's what you're betting against.
Brent Venables, who has declared ownership over Kalen DeBoer in a emphatic way, like literally owns the man, black hoodie and all. So
how dare you talk about that?
I'm locking up OU in this game.
Okay,
let's go. Okay. Let's go to Saturday morning.
Let's go.
May we go to Saturday morning?
I think we should.
So far, I will say this. I have a lock in this game.
Me too.
And it makes me more nervous than any of my locks. And I will explain why in a moment. First, I want to hear your lock.
But that's really wild to me that it's the most nervous.
Yeah, exactly. I'll explain why.
Now I'm you
see?
You have piqued my interest.
See?
Miami's winning this game. Everybody, prepare yourself. Miami's winning this game. It's not going to taste good. A&M, welcome to all your demons coming flooding back to you. Daddy's oil money can't buy you victories. They can try, but you and Texas Tech are more alike than anything else. You're not a blue blood. You're not nothing. Mike Elko's a good coach.
Well, Texas Tech will be playing in the second round of this tournament, they're not that alike.
Marcel Reed is a interception waiting to happen. Same thing with Carson.
And he knows who the quarterback on the other team is, by the way. I
know who Carson Beck is. Okay. Yeah. The judgment decision is bad. I'm getting points. I'm getting 3.5 points with Miami. It's Kyle Fields, sure. But this defense will travel. The run game will travel. Get the ball in Tony's hand. You'll always have a chance. Give me Miami. Daniel, what makes you nervous about your lock?
I'm taking Miami plus 3.5, and it's the most nervous I am about any lock because I legitimately believe. Look at last year's results. You already read them off.
Yeah.
Home field advantage in the college football playoff is undefeated. Not only that, but every team that played at home in the college football playoff then went on to win their second game in the college football playoff. Home field advantage in the college football playoff is undefeated. I think it is a big deal. It's the main reason why I think Friday night in Norman is going to be worse than bonkers. I think Saturday morning at Kyle Field is going to be a similar vibe. Now, Carson Beck, for whatever all his warts, he has played in big-time environments. He has played in big-time situations. I actually trust Carson Beck in a big-time environment. Do I trust the rest of that Miami team in a big-time environment? I just don't know. But when I look at these two teams, I just can't get to a point where I think Texas A&M's going to win this game.
No, I can't. Nothing tells me. They can get close, and they can win, but I'm not encouraged by it. I'm not emphatically.
I'm catching more than a field goal, 3.5. Yeah, give me Miami. We're in agreement about this. We'll be back. We're going to talk about the last college football playoff first-round game and any other bowl games coming up that we like. But first, these.
These are Wayfair. Holidays showing up faster than we expect. Wayfair has you covered. Whether you need a quick room refresh, new bedding, or those final season touches, Wayfair makes it easy, what you need, and fast. It's your one-stop shop for everything home with decor, furniture, kitchen essentials, and gifts for every style, every budget, all delivered quickly and easily. It's so easy, shop style, help you pick your pieces that actually fit your home. And guess what? No guesswork. Don't do that. Get last minute essentials, gifts for all your loved ones, the decor to celebrate the holidays for way less. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's wayfair.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. We got more bowl games. We got things that fit in a bowl. We got all the stuff. Daniel, let's keep going with this. We got James Madison in Oregon. Okay. Now, talking about a team that is like, if Tulane has less than a 0% chance, James Madison, like your Twitter feed, by the way, absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
It's next level. Whoever that person is,
it's like the Cal Bears Twitter feed from a couple of years ago.
That's exactly right. It's next level. Trolling is fantastic. The ability to make humor as well as witty punches is great. That ends the list of ability and accomplishments that you'll have this weekend for football. It's a buzzsaw waiting to happen, but the spread is 20.5. Daniel.
Yeah.
Do you have a lock in this game?
Nope. No.
After all of that, after what I just,
I can't get there. I cannot get there. I'll tell you this. It was 21.5 earlier this week.
It was.
And I liked James Madison a heck of a lot more then than I do now. But I'll be totally honest with you. The more I think about this game, the more I'm probably going to hedge that James Madison 21.5 bet with some pretty healthy Oregon minus 20.5, because I think this game's got blowout written all over it. So I can't in good faith lock up Oregon minus 20.5 because I bet James Madison earlier in the week. James Madison's team total right now is 13.5. I don't hate the under in this game. James Madison under 13.5 total points. I can see a world in which Oregon wins this game 41-3. I very easily see that world. Dan Lanning is that big of an SOB that he would absolutely beat somebody 41-3. They ain't gonna be pulling no starters. They're not gonna be resting anybody.
And he ain't kicking field goals on 4th and 3 at the 20.
They're trying to score every single possession, 100%. And they don't care if they run James Madison out of this building.
They would prefer it.
Saturday night in Eugene, again, you know the state.
That
an Oregon James Madison game does not draw a typical Autzen crowd. It just doesn't move the needle. Now you've made it a college football playoff game at night. The stadium's going to be insane.
Like, I don't want to overplay that, but it's going to be on par with every other stadium experience that we have listed. I think it'll be more raucous than Ole Miss. I think Kyle Field, I get it. I understand. Cult leaders, you want to try to come. Autzen Stadium is going to be a different place. I just don't know why do you guys, like, literally every other person in America is laughing and mocking you. Literally.
Bar none. Every one of them.
Okay. I don't have a lock in this game as well. 20.5 is a lot of points, but I could see Oregon just Dan Lanning going full. What was that movie reference that I made last time of him? Full cranked movie, and just being a psychopath the entire time.
Yeah.
I could see that. Okay, Daniel, do you have any other bowl games that you want to talk about? I have one right off the bat that I think is a juicy special, and I don't know why this number isn't higher. And this has everything to do with the coaching situation and the point and the trajectory of these two teams. It's UNLV and Ohio. You would say UNLV and Ohio? This is stupid, Clint. Ohio just dismissed their coach for a whole host of reasons.
For cause.
And Coach Moore have the same lawyer. Let's just the confluence of which is very similar. Mm-hmm. Dan Mullen wants to beat the living tar out of anybody and everybody right now. He hasn't left anything. He hasn't taken any coaching jobs. He's looking for that big payday next, but he wants to make his mark. Give me Mullen. 6.5 points is all I'm giving to Ohio. I'm going to take it all day long. I think UNLV's got a pretty good offense. I think Ohio is going to be in disarray. I think they're going to be reeling a little bit. Give me Dan Mullen 6.5. I'll give him away.
I listen. I don't hate that. I'm gonna go to a team that's a little bit more familiar.
Please do.
December the 27th. Let's go Georgia Tech BYU.
There we go.
By the way, December 27th, low key, really fun day of bowl games.
Great day.
Georgia Tech BYU. Clint. Buster Faulkner notably gone.
He gone
from Georgia Tech. A huge coup, I was told, this offseason. Huge coup.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who's not gone. Haynes King is not gone. He's playing in this bowl game.
He is.
Brent Key is not gone. He's coaching in this bowl game.
He is.
Now, BYU left out of the playoff. They were able to retain their coach. There was some buzz that maybe they were going to lose their head coach. Kalani Sitake, I couldn't see him leaving, but he does sign a contract extension, at least gets paid. Georgia Tech's catching points in this game. Georgia Tech's going to win this bowl game. So I'm looking right now at Georgia Tech money line plus 172, Clint.
Here we go.
Buster Faulkner ain't worth that many points.
Yeah.
Haynes King already can do whatever he wants in this offensive system. Buster Faulkner ain't worth that many points. Give me Georgia Tech on the money line against BYU.
This is fantastic, Daniel. I don't hate that at all. Look, I'm going to stick to December 27th. Yeah. Virginia, Missouri comes to town.
Yeah.
Look, Bo, he gone out of Missouri. He said, entering my name in the transfer portal. I don't want to be part of this any longer.
Not interested. Have you ever met Eli Drinkowitz? Not. You couldn't last more than a year with him either.
The fact that that man is still married is
kudos
to his wife.
Kudos.
Virginia just absolutely wasted a golden opportunity.
I mean, the sheets soiled
everywhere. We're in a hospital at this point. They ain't going to do it twice. And Missouri, good team. They're not doing it twice. I promise you that. I think the offense is good enough. The defense for Missouri, I think Missouri is the better team. 4.5 is actually a good amount that I'm getting. I'm taking Virginia plus 4.5 in this, and has everything to do with, I think, a little bit motivated Virginia team. Missouri, a little bit down. Coach Eli talking about he wants only good players. Wants players that want to play, trying to sound like Kirby. He can't, but he's trying to.
No, it sounds like sour grapes when you're a loser and you say that. See, the thing about it is when you're a winner and you say things, it sometimes comes across differently because you've ever done anything in your career.
Did you sign a player last year that immediately hit the portal from Georgia and already had a NIL contract? that you signed him to.
Oh, no.
But go off, King.
But be a loser. Yeah, that's great. Keep losing. That's lovely. San Diego State plus 3.5 against North Texas. Give me the Aztecs. Defensive football team. North Texas let down. Could have made the college ball playoff. Didn't make the college ball playoff. I'll take the Aztecs in that one.
Great.
All right, that's all the time we got for today. We'll be back with more bowl locks later in the bowl season as we get ready for a big weekend of football games. The next time we record, we might know who Georgia's opponent is. And so that will be interesting to talk about and more next time on the Locked On Bulldogs podcast. And we'll see you guys then.
See ya.